And good morning, everyone. Welcome to our show today, This Day.
And today is Wednesday, February 6th, and it's National Frozen Yogurt Day.
That's appropriate for today.
I know, because it was freezing this morning. Somebody was scraping ice off their window.
Yes.
Gosh, crazy, crazy. All right, so who's on today?
Well, today, Beth Perrick is here from the Golden Rain Foundation. They had their meeting yesterday. She's the board president. And we have on Bernadette Carcass from Escrow Options, and she's going to talk about how she can help you out and your team when you're buying or selling a home. Also, Pastor Rick Bradford is here from the Saddleback Church here in Laguna Woods, and Joe Rupp, the Newport Harbor Orchid Society. They're having their expo and show coming up this weekend.
All right, sounds good. And he did bring some orchids today, so that'll be fun. All right, GRF Mobility and Vehicles Committee meeting is today in the boardroom, and that starts at 1:30 p.m. Okay, so it's National Frozen Yogurt Day, and I know you have lots of options, either visiting or maybe in the grocery store. So frozen yogurt was first developed in 1970 in the United States as a soft-serve treat produced by H.P. Hood called Frogurt. Humphreys and Dannon soon followed with their own versions of the treat. Its popularity grew in the 80s, mostly due to frozen yogurt's health food status. Ice cream manufacturers soon caught on, offering low-fat options. Frozen yogurt sales are increasing every year as people want a healthier alternative to ice cream. The explosion of flavors and topping choices add to the popularity of frozen yogurt. According to Jennifer Carmarker of the Orange County Register, the most popular frozen yogurt places in the area are House of Yogurt of Costa Mesa, Yogurtland, which is everywhere, Golden Spoon, also in a variety of places, and then Frappy's Yogurt. Then, of course, the ones you can get, oh, and then Tutti Frutti frozen yogurt. And if you want to stay at home and enjoy your frozen treat, you can get Ben & Jerry's, Blue Bunny, and Eddie's, to name a few. So there's a variety of yummy treats out there for frozen yogurt.
Yes,
so.
I like frozen yogurt. I remember a couple years ago, no, not a couple years ago, about 20 years ago, when it came out that some of them had more fat than ice cream in them. That's why they were so good. But yeah. I think nowadays, you know, you put all those toppings on, you're going to be back there.
Back there to ice cream.
Anyway, but I do like frozen yogurt. Speaking of frozen, we were 30 degrees at our house this morning. I looked at the temperature from my little outside weather station. Things were frozen over. I think Elsa visited us last night, and it was go out to my car this morning, and you could hear people scraping the ice off their vehicles. It was kind of neat in a way. It was so that's what we have for you today: a cool, cold, brisk day out. It's going to be absolutely spectacular, and it's going to continue for the next few days. So yeah, we're going to be 56 today. 60 after that for a couple days. Maybe a little bit of scattered clouds coming on Friday. That's kind of a maybe. I think really what we're going to be seeing on Friday is the clouds coming in later in the evening, because we got that 40% chance of rain coming in late Friday night into Saturday. Probably by midday it should be gone, although we'll still have some clouds around. Sunday's a maybe as far as even partly cloudy, depending which resource I look. One still says that there could be a little drizzle on Sunday. Another one shows nice and sunny. Another one shows partly cloudy. So I kind of went in the middle. But overall, a little bit of rain coming in this weekend. Then maybe looking into next week, we could have another little small system coming in maybe Monday or Tuesday. But overall, like I said, I think when I checked this morning, we're up to about 12.5 inches so far since January 1st. So that's a lot of rain. And of course, Mammoth got close to 10 feet of snow over the last couple days. So we're right in there. Let's take a look around the temperatures around the area. Just really nice. I mean, I love this weather. Cool, clear. It is beautiful. Go out and enjoy it. And you know, I would even suggest, although I wouldn't go into the water, but maybe going down in the afternoon to the beach communities, because it'll be absolutely crystal clear. You have a nice late lunch or early dinner down there. What a great time to enjoy all that. All right, we'll be back in just a moment.
I just love that ring. Where'd you get it?
I got it at the jewelry box. I saw it on Facebook, and then I went in and bought it. They have the most unique, awesome pre-owned pieces for amazing prices.
The Jewelry Box of Lake Forest, voted best jewelry store in Orange County for 8 straight years, offering unmatched prices on fine jewelry and watches, refurbished to new condition.
Visit us in our store or shop our website for just arrived items.
The Jewelry Box. It's about trust.
Are you looking for a better way to manage your medication? MedBox by AmeriPharma has redefined the pharmacy experience. No more pill organizers and vials. When we fill your prescriptions, you get all your medications conveniently packaged by the dose and delivered to your door at no additional cost. This means no change in insurance, copays, or out-of-pocket expenses. Call our specialists today and discover the new way of pharmacy. MedBox by AmeriPharma.
When other dealers say no, Capistrano Toyota says, yes, we can. Low payments? Yes, we can. Low financing for all types of credit? Yes, we can. Capistrano Toyota features 10 acres of new and certified pre-owned Toyotas, plus many used cars priced below $10,000. When other dealers say no, Capistrano Toyota says, yes, we can. Exit the 5 freeway at Camino Capistrano.
We love to show people that our sight loss won't hold us back. Thanks to free classes at Braille Institute, we're returning to the things we love. We're connecting with the world using today's technology. And we're learning to get back in the game. Thanks to Braille Institute, it's about what we can do, not what we can't.
Get information about free programs available from Braille Institute Anaheim, or learn about our new center in South Orange County by calling 1-800-BRAILLE or visit brailleinstitute.org.
Looking for a change of scenery? You don't have to play golf to enjoy all that 19 Restaurant and Lounge has to offer. From a delicious breakfast menu to our delectable lunch and dinner specials. At 19 Restaurant and Lounge, there is something for everyone. Relax with your friends and family and take in the beautiful view from our spacious patio. Or enjoy a cocktail and appetizer in our lounge. 19 Restaurant and Lounge is a great place to socialize, enjoy a meal, or simply take in the view. Join us 7 days a week and experience Laguna Woods' exclusive dining experience.
And I'd like to welcome Beth Perrick with us today. She is the board president of GRF, and always good to see you. You've been on the boards for on and off for quite a while, and you've been involved in so many different things around here. From the Thrive Project to some of the theater things and many, many different activities.
Started out with third board.
Yeah.
3 years on GRF. And I ran again, so this is my first year of my second term.
Yeah.
On GRF.
Well, very good.
I'm busy. Thrive keeps me busy.
Yes.
Foundation of Laguna Woods Village.
That's right.
Let me put in a plug for them.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so we always get at the meetings. It's Chris, right, who gets up and talks
Chris
about
Collins.
it. Yeah.
Yes, she's our PR person. I think she does a really good job.
Yeah, she does. Well, welcome, and a few things you want to talk about today?
Yes, just a couple things from the meeting.
Yes.
I'm hoping that folks watch the meeting on TV, that they can get the true flavor of the meeting.
Right.
Our meeting started out with being able to welcome Bert Muldahl back.
Right.
He suffered a heart attack, and he is really working his way through. He's in physical therapy.
Great.
We're really proud of him, and he really surprised us yesterday. We didn't know for sure that he was coming with this, so this is great.
Very good.
And then the next thing that I got to do, which was really a privilege, was to introduce our new CEO, Jeff Parker. Second day on the job.
Yeah.
And great to introduce him. He is an impressive individual. He has a strong educational background for the job as well as experiential. I want to say 31 years in city government, maybe 32, I'm not sure, but somewhere in there. And he comes to us from Tustin. He started in Tustin in 2011, and he's been in Claremont and, look at my notes here, Claremont, Patterson, Walnut. So a variety of different communities that he's been able to serve in, and obviously learning and growing at the time.
Yeah.
And just seems like such a knowledgeable man and a good person to have coming in replacing Brad. one of the things that we said as the committee when we looked at what is it that we want in a CEO, and one of the things that we wanted for sure was someone who would be able to take the team that we have now and really appreciate the team that Brad put together.
Yeah.
Our management team is so strong and we're so happy with them. And Jeff seems like just the guy to carry on with that and to bring his own personality and knowledge into it. So we're really happy with him. So
well, good. We'll have to get him on. I think we'll give him a little bit of time to get settled first before we get him in the limelight here.
Yeah. He's a great guy. His master's degree is in public administration, so you know he's got a lot of knowledge as well as that background. Anyway, so then I wanted to talk to you about the next thing that happened on that agenda was Lucy Scheinman.
Yes.
And Lucy is our rep on the VMS board. And what happens is the housing mutuals, the two housing mutuals, Third and United, as well as GRF, appoint 3 people to represent them on this board, the VMS board, which is the board that does our relationship, our communication with staff, with all staff. And so Lucy came and reported yesterday, and she talked to us. Her focus was the 5 goals for VMS.
Right.
And she talked about that. So Dan Kenny and Lisa Bender are our other representatives, and they will be coming. They take turns coming to the meetings and reporting, which is a good thing. It shows how we reach out and we work together as boards. Member comments was next on our list, and member comments this time, one of the big focuses that folks are concerned about is the TV in Clubhouse 1, the drop-in lounge, and there has been discussion, and people have been doing surveys and bringing information to us, and our recreation department had strong reasons for removing the TV at that time, and they are listening to the concerns that folks would like to have it back, and several of the concerns, I should say, came to the podium yesterday. But we can say for sure what is happening is the Recreation Department, under the leadership of Brian, is looking at different options and which way is the best way for us to go with the TV. So he will be looking at those options, and my guess is, I don't know for sure, but I'm going to say probably the next CAC meeting, he would be coming to the meeting with some of those options for the committee to discuss and make some selection.
All right, very good.
So that was one of the big things in member comments. Then, what are some of the things that we voted on that happened that are on the 30-day approval? Oops, nope, I skipped one. I skipped another discussion thing from member comments, and that affects the TV station on 3rd floor, as well as security and all of 2nd floor. And what we began Monday was the first day that we began instituting a security system to be able to access the 2nd floor and the portion of 3rd. You would have to have a pass key or have an escort, someone to be able to take you up there. To kind of for security and safety for our employees and the folks who are working on those floors. So that was a discussion and introduction of the program, saying this is change. This is, this was in effect years ago. I wasn't here at that time. But it was then, and we're bringing it back, and we're working out the kinks and seeing how it goes.
Right, and I know there were some comments folks made about, will this make it more difficult for a lot of the board committee meetings take place on the 2nd floor and those rooms that are up there. So they were a little concerned about that because they are open to residents.
Right, they're open meetings. And the answer to that we have at this time is that we would have someone, there will always be a security person at the desk, the greeting desk when you come in, and that person would excuse me, escort them upstairs
Okay.
to the meeting so that they would be able, we would not keep people from
Okay.
attending the meetings. So where was I? Okay, so then some of the things that we voted on in the 30-day, and one of them is the elimination of the guest fees for both the fitness centers and aquatic. And that passed unanimously.
Right.
It's something that we really are not going to be losing much money, but we will be gaining time for our staff.
Right, right.
Which,
yeah.
And then something that's new, because we have in the summertime, we did a pilot program of having children swim in the Clubhouse 6 pool. And that worked out really fine for the summer swim, and then in the winter it goes back to pool 2. But we had several people that said, well, we have children that are really youth because they're over the age of 11, and they are lap swimmers. So we determined that, we voted on that students, youth, whatever, ages 11 to 15, that have some proof that they're engaged in some kind of a program, competitive swim or whatnot, where they need to be practicing their lap swimming, and they're here visiting their grandparents, then they would be able to show that in the show that to the recreation department, and then they would be allowed to practice.
Okay, very good.
So another thing that I need to just compliment Brian Gruner and Joan Millman, who was the chair of that committee. They looked at recreation policy and procedures, and they started last September, and they are continuing to do small changes, but they published the recreation policy, and that was presented yesterday, and we voted on and approved it, which is great. That's a huge task, a huge task.
It is. It always has been.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, and changing it. I had the, I guess I could say pleasure, I don't know, when I was on third board working on CAC, working on that. And there's it's just so complicated and so much. So I commend them for getting
So with
to
these
that
policies,
completion.
are there changes?
Oh yes, there are changes, but a lot of things stay the same, but some changes.
Okay, we'll find out more about those. I mean, it's at the final stages, am I right?
Well, we approved it as is, and they will be doing some tweaking.
Okay,
Yes. So, and that will be online.
Okay.
Too.
All right.
Recreation policies. Committee reports happen.
Yeah.
I don't have anything earth-shattering to tell you about. What I wanted to put in a couple plugs. I wanted to say that on Village Television, you can watch all of the board meetings. And there's so much that you find out that what's going on in the village by watching those meetings, all of the board meetings, our board meeting and Third and United. And the last thing I wanted to put in a plug for is our website that Chuck Holland has just done marvels with. We publish the briefs, but it's there online to keep up to date with what's happening in the housing mutuals and GRF. Go to the meeting reports, find out about recreation and whatnot. Just a really, really great tool to go to our website, which I think gets better.
Yeah, and I know I think this year they're going to do some kind of a relook at it and at it. But you can. You can get things, for instance, the agenda for the meetings.
Yes.
Things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you go to the calendar, pick Third, United, whatever, and then go to the date and then click on it, the agenda comes out. So.
If you're interested in recreation, check out all the events. If you're interested in Thrive, which I am, you can go and Thrive. Lots of information.
Yeah. Very good. Anything else today?
That's it for today.
All right. Good to see you as always.
Good seeing you, Ken.
And a lot of stuff is happening at the meeting, so make sure you go to them. The GRF's meeting will be replayed tomorrow at 1:30. So if you want to check it out then, please do.
Good.
Good to see you. Always nice.
Good seeing you.
You take care.
Thanks
Bye-bye.
so much.
We'll be right back.
Welcome to Village Television. I'm Lisa Hart.
And I'm Ken Goldenberg.
We're the hosts of This Day Morning Show.
And today we'd like to help you navigate our YouTube channel where you can watch all your favorite Village Television programs.
First, you will want to open your browser and in the search bar, type in YouTube. Or if you are using Google, you can go to the upper right-hand corner and click on the 9 dots, which make a square, and this will provide a pull-down menu. Choose YouTube. Upon YouTube opening, there will be a search bar for you to type in Village Television.
Select the Village Television logo or select the words Village Television. Once you are on the Village Television's YouTube channel, you will have a few options: videos, playlists, channels, discussion, about, and search. To watch videos, it's best to know which show you want to watch. Click on the playlist.
Here you will choose which show you'd like to watch. For example, if you want to watch This Day, select This Day. You can scroll down and look for the video you are looking for. Or if you know what the subject is about, you can use the search button, which is the magnifying glass, and type in the subject.
To subscribe to the channel, you can click on the subscribe button and click on the bell. To view all governance videos, including Third, United, GRF, or VMS reports, go to the Laguna Woods Village website, and then in the upper left-hand corner, click on the YouTube logo. And once YouTube opens, you can use the search icon for the specific meeting or report you are looking for.
Thank you for watching, and we hope this has helped you find all the fun shows and videos at
Village Television.
Have you or a loved one been diagnosed with mild cognitive impairment due to Alzheimer's disease or mild dementia? Are you looking for new options for the symptoms of cognitive impairment? If you are 55 to 85 years of age and have been experiencing mild to moderate memory loss, you may qualify for a clinical research study. Irvine Clinical Research is seeking volunteers to test the effectiveness of a non-surgical therapy device. For more information and to see if you qualify, call 949-577-7415 or visit renewstudy.com.
As a professional licensed realtor, you have worked countless hours to ensure your reputation is the best. Your clients know they can trust your judgment, that you'll be around when they need you, and that you will deliver what you promise. In escrow, one company has set that same standard for excellence. Escrow Options Group offers more than just outstanding escrow services. White glove concierge services, wire and fraud protection, custom estimates, and more at no extra charge. Choose the company that mirrors your professionalism. Escrow Options Group. Experience a better option of escrow services.
Welcome back. When buying a home, you have to think about a variety of things, and one is an escrow company. Now, maybe your real estate agent will help you decide that, but there's a couple of things that you need to take into consideration. So I have Bernadette Kirkus here with Escrow Options to let us know some of the things that we need to be looking out for. Well, welcome and thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
So before we came on, we were talking a little bit about some of the, the process. And when we go through an escrow company, sometimes there's wire fraud and cyber theft, what I never thought of. So what are some of the experiences people are having?
Well, there's, with cyber theft just on the rise in general, I'm sure you've seen it. Everybody that uses email has seen it, all the scam phone calls, all the scam emails, everything that's going out there. Real estate is a hub of a ton of money, specifically in Southern Orange County. So we're getting hit quite a bit. So there have been tons of escrow companies that have suffered major losses. There have been tons that have suffered a loss so severe that they've actually had to close shop. There have been tons of pop-up escrow companies that have come into play as well that we've seen over the last 2 years, where they say that they're an escrow company, they receive the buyer's earnest money deposit, and then they just vanish.
Oh my.
Yeah, so it's very scary out there if you're not looking for the right things and if you're not asking the right questions. Even if you're working with a real estate professional, which they're all going to be very knowledgeable and they're all going to know what they're doing. but it's still your investment and it's still your money and your livelihood. So certain questions need to come up.
Okay. So when you talk about the escrow companies who have had some sort of theft, are they being hacked, and so those funds are being withdrawn? Or?
Exactly.
Oh.
So what'll happen is their emails will be hacked. The escrow officer or the assistant emails will be hacked. They retrieve the wire authorization form from the seller, where the seller completes it and says, this is where I want my proceeds to go to at close of escrow.
Okay.
The cyber theft will take that, change all of it, make their email seem that it is in fact that seller emailed the escrow company, and the escrow company doesn't have the right controls in place, or they're not doing the right protocols to ensure that that is in fact their client, and they'll wire out the money.
Oh my.
Now once that money is out and wired, you have 24 hours after you've realized that the theft has happened to attempt to retrieve 50% of it. So you're not ever gonna get all of it back.
Oh, you never get it all back.
No. And after 24 hours, your chances lessen. By the time it's 48 hours, once that wire is gone, it is 100% gone. Because at that point, it's international.
Oh my.
So, because it's usually not done here. Your wire theft is not happening here. It's all happening overseas.
Overseas.
Yeah.
Oh,
so once it
wow.
leaves, then the banks have no way of telling what, where, when, or how to even retrieve it. It's gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is the federal government involved in any of this?
They can be with the FBI as well, but like I said, once it goes overseas, it becomes impossible for them to get it.
Wow.
One of the perks that we have is that we have an in with the FBI. We're the only escrow company that's actually been trained by the FBI on cyber theft.
Oh.
And in addition to that, we have a direct connection with their cyber theft department. So if anything happens, we have their direct line. We can call them right away and try and get that resolved for the clients.
Okay.
Luckily, we haven't had a problem. Even before cyber theft became an issue, we've been in business since 2005. We've never suffered a loss.
Okay, great. Well, let's talk about some of the things that you have in place to help prevent fraud and cyber theft. So you do have some certifications and some other insurances. Tell me about those.
Yes. So one of the biggest things that we have is an SSAE certification, which stands for Standard and Statements Attestation Engagements.
Okay.
It's very big. But basically what it is it's an annual audit, and a company will come in and they'll look at everything that we have, from financials to controls in place, and our technical aspect of the company as well, to make sure that we have correct firewalls in place, our employees have background checks done on them, that we're using secured encrypted emails. Everything is pretty much on lockdown. Okay. And this is done annually, and it's a very expensive audit to go through, but it does ensure that we are protecting our clients at the highest standard. So for us, it's extremely important.
Okay.
We're still one of less than 10 escrow companies in all of California that have received it. Nationwide, it's a requirement. It's going to be a requirement in Southern California coming up soon. It just hasn't made its way yet.
Okay. A requirement of all escrow companies?
Yes,
okay.
of all escrow companies, yes. The other thing that we have is a cyber theft insurance policy. We're one of 2 that have it. So
okay.
that also helps
So
out a lot.
what does that mean for the person that's using you?
So, and it's not an extra cost. We do not up our escrow fee to have all these protections in place. Basically what that means is if you open your escrow transaction with us, you're 100% protected. You're protected against cyber theft, meaning that you know that your funds are going to remain in a safe place. They're not going to go anywhere. And not just only your money, but your identity as well. Okay. So, your social security numbers, your driver's license number, all your addresses, all of your personal information, all of that is secure with us.
Okay, excellent. All right, good. And then what does ALTA mean for best practices?
ALTA. So ALTA is huge. It's a Latin American title company, or title association, and basically what it is, it's best practices. And it's utilized with all independent escrow companies, title companies, go by it. It's basically a high level of standard for best practices in our industry. We abide by those practices. So it's just another way of saying that we do things right and we do them by the book.
Right, and that you're working behind the scenes on
Yes.
behalf of your clients.
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, so you have You have something else called Laguna Woods Concierge Services. So
Yes,
let's
we do.
elaborate on that.
Yeah, we are the only escrow company that have that. We're actually very excited about it. We launched it last year and it has been going very, very well for us.
Okay.
Basically what we have is we have a Laguna Woods specialty team in our Irvine office, which is right off of Irvine Center Drive around the corner from here.
Okay.
And what they do is they completely specialize in nothing but Laguna Woods.
Oh.
We have an actual escrow employee that will go to the client's home,
Okay.
the seller or the buyer, and they'll go through all the opening documents. They'll notarize the grant deed for free.
Okay.
They'll go through all the financial documents as well with the clients, bring those back to the escrow company for review, and then we deliver them directly back to Laguna Woods for all their processing as well. All of that free of charge. So we take out the anxiety and the stress that it has on the homeowners or the home buyers, and have them kind of have somebody that's able to explain things to them, sit with them, take their time, either in the comfort of their own home if they want to meet us at a coffee shop, so they're not having to come into the office or feel that anxiety. They're more than welcome to come into the office, but we just want to make them as comfortable as possible. We want them to understand the whole process.
Right.
Yeah, so that's been a really big thing for us.
So how can you know, a buyer or a seller, it's primarily the buyer, right?
It's the seller.
It's the seller.
Yes.
Okay, that would work with you. Okay, so how then would someone say, well, gosh, you know, I have this real estate agent and they really want to use this escrow company. You know, maybe they have a relationship with them for a long period of time. So from the standpoint of getting a client, you know, what would you say to them? Because I think that might be a little more nervous to say, oh gosh, you know, I've been working with my real estate agent for so long. I don't want to say, oh, we need to go to escrow options instead of your choice. What would you say to them?
Yes, and we do respect that. We love loyalty, so we understand that 100%. But what I would tell that person is, okay, you know, here's a list of questions that you might want to ask, because it's still your investment, it's still your funds, and it's still your information. So ask your realtor these questions.
Okay.
The escrow company that you want to use, what is their level of protection for me? Am I guaranteed safety of my funds and safety of my information?
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
just, I mean, those are very important questions to ask.
Okay, perfect. And then now you said there's an Irvine office, so if
Yes.
someone wanted to get in touch with you, do you have an 800 number that they could call?
It's all over our commercials. Yes,
Okay.
they can call me direct as well. Yeah, but there's our 800 number right
Okay.
there. And they can call me direct. Like I said, they can walk into our Irvine office at any time. We have a wonderful branch manager in there named Debbie Burke, who's more than willing to help. Our Laguna Woods specialist in there is Debbie Barber. She's fantastic and very, very fluent in the Laguna Woods community. So she knows exactly what to do and can answer any question at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, perfect. Well, thank you so much. Is there anything that I missed?
No, not at all. Thank you so much for having me.
All right. It was good to have you
Thank
on.
you.
And remember, when you are selling a home, you can definitely choose your escrow company. Just talk to your real estate agent. We'll be right back after this.
Hiring a realtor you trust is the first step in selling your home. Selecting an escrow company that can safeguard your money and personal information throughout the transaction is the next step. Escrow Options will guarantee the safety of your personal information and funds from the risks of wire fraud and cyber theft. Choose the escrow company that works for you. Escrow Options Group, protecting consumer assets in escrow since 2005.
Parkinson's disease is a neurological movement disorder affecting an estimated 1 million Americans, including many under age 40. It has no cure. Parkinson's is not limited to how a person moves. It can also cause symptoms like depression, fatigue, and impaired speech. Today, there is a new diagnosis every 9 minutes, though Parkinson's can be present for years before being diagnosed. The American Parkinson Disease Association is the largest grassroots network in the United States, working to help ease the burden and find the cure. For more than 50 years, APDA has funded pioneering research and provided critical support to those affected by Parkinson's. Visit apdaoptimism.org today to find out how you can help millions live with dignity and optimism. Your action today will help APDA put an end to Parkinson's disease.
Welcome back. I'm Kiana Lee. Today we're talking to Dr. Chuck Lee of 7-Day Dental. Today's topic is dental implants. Doctor, what do we need to know about dental implants?
Well, when you lose a tooth, you lose bone. With a dental implant, it maintains your bone, and it's an easy procedure. We are open 7 days a week, 365 days a year for all your dental needs.
Thank you, doctor. So come on in and get your 7-Day Dental smile.
Hello, Laguna Woods. My name is Rick Bradford, and I am the pastor of Saddleback Church of Laguna Woods. I would like to invite you to join your friends and neighbors right here in Clubhouse 5 every Sunday as we worship, as we enjoy a free breakfast, and as we learn from our pastor, Rick Warren, the author of the best-selling book, The Purpose-Driven Life. Please be assured that you will be warmly welcomed at either our 9 or 11 a.m. service. I look forward to meeting you personally.
Welcome back. We have Rick Bradford here, who is with Laguna Woods Saddleback Church. And welcome, and boy, we see your face like all the time now. Every 7:30, we just flip you right on.
Well, Lisa, I'm glad to hear that you're watching. Because
I get to work at 7:30. I'm able to watch, right?
I mean, you are so busy. If you've ever seen it, my clapping to you.
But it's, it's good, and we'll talk a little bit more about your inspirations and things like that. But first, you've got some Bible studies to tell us about.
Well, when you asked me that, or let me know that today was available, I looked at our calendar, and we do have a couple of events this week that I would love to invite everyone to go to.
Okay, so what do you got?
Today is Wednesday, and every Wednesday we have our women's Bible study, and I know we have a picture of that, and the ladies love it. They have great fellowship. They get together. But here's the unique thing, and one of the things I love about this, and that is it's held at Lutheran Church of the Cross on El Toro.
Right.
It says so much when churches can get together and do stuff, including Pastor Leland over there at Lutheran Church of the Cross and all the fine people over there welcome our ladies to use their facility. So we will in turn want to make it, and always do make it, open to all the ladies in Laguna Woods.
Okay.
You don't have to come to our church. You don't have to go to any church. Maybe you just want to learn something about the Bible. Well, we have live teaching from other ladies who have studied and love to talk to those who come, and then they just have fun together. I mean, it's not a whole lot of teaching, but anyway, so that's at 1:30 today, and I know the morning show, the people could go.
They could, yeah.
And even if you can get in your car real quick at the noon or 12:30 showing.
Right.
But if you can't make it, I just would invite everyone that next week is a fine week for you to go. And
so
give
it's
it
every
a try.
Wednesday?
Every Wednesday.
And how long does it usually last?
About an hour and a half.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Well, good. And then
now, the men...
They have something different.
They do.
Okay.
I think men have more fun, which is rare.
Well, I'm sorry, it's at the 19th restaurant.
That's why I say that.
How did that happen?
The women have a great time together, but we actually have an amazing breakfast. So, but ours is only once a month. And the men's, so it's Thursday, that's tomorrow.
Okay.
You can go to the 19 at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
You'll meet and see lots of your neighbors, other men. I know the thing is, men often are sometimes not as social as my wife and the other ladies. But we have a really good time, and you get Eggs Benedict for $5.
Wow.
And I always say, try to beat that anywhere.
You can't get that anywhere.
You can't.
Okay.
And then we have a little bit of teaching, but a lot of fellowship. And men out there in Laguna Woods, I just would encourage you, give it a try. Give it a try. I'll be there. I'm not the teacher of it, but come on out. You will have a good time. And if not, I'll give you your $5 back.
Wow,
No.
a guarantee even.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. All right,
Yeah.
perfect.
Ken
Okay,
will be
good.
down maybe.
Oh, maybe, or maybe the rest of the crew. You never know.
Okay.
So let's talk about
Yeah.
your inspiration for today that does air at 7:30 in the morning. What are
It
some of the
does.
things you're trying to achieve with that?
It does. You know, Lisa, I just want to first say this is the most fun thing I think I've ever done in my life. And as I said to you earlier, you get to have all this fun every day too.
Yes.
But now we tape ours. We tape several shows at one time. And so, in fact, basically we film a week at a time.
Okay.
You're the pro, so you do it every day live.
Every day live, but you're here now live too, don't
I know,
forget.
I know,
So
I
you're
know.
being a professional too.
Well, we have a lot of fun. This week, so a lot of times we have themes for the week, and this week's theme, we're right in the midst of what I entitled A Week in the Life of the Church.
Okay.
So we went, 2 weeks ago, we went to 5 live events. We had an event every single day, including our food pantry was one day, our night of worship was another day, and we had a volunteer appreciation night. I just thought it might be fun. People think church only happens on Sunday. They might enjoy seeing what we do during the week.
That's a great idea.
So I did that.
Okay, excellent.
Now, next week, you know what important day is next week, do you not?
I do, Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
That means candy.
Well, I don't, yeah, I suppose. So anyway, I thought, well, why don't we do a Valentine theme week?
Okay.
So that's next week and inspiration for today is this little 10-minute TV show. We start with a verse every day, and there are definitely verses that pertain to Valentine's Day. In fact, Valentine was, in researching for those shows, I found out that he was a man who actually lived in like the year 250.
Oh.
And his story is fascinating. So that's next Thursday on Valentine's Day.
Okay.
But we have other shows that pertain to that. In fact, the picture that you put up was of myself and my wife,
Okay.
who is my Valentine.
Aw, super cute.
Yeah.
Super cute. And how
So
do the clowns fit in?
Okay, so I put up the clowns because then other times we have silly shows.
Okay.
And the clowns that were on our show, you know, there's a clown club here in Laguna Woods. My guess is you've had them.
We've had them on, yes,
I
we
thought
have.
you would have, because they're fun.
They are fun.
They're
And they do a lot
lot-
of good things.
Well, here's the funny thing. So the shows that we did with them on our YouTube channel, those are the most watched shows
Oh, funny.
that we've done.
Oh, that's great.
We do this inspiration show,
Right.
and what gets watched is the clowns.
Right. And then what about in the
Yeah.
bottom left picture we have of you interviewing somebody?
Okay, yes. And so that's Michelle. And as you can see, that one was shot not in the studio, it was out by the creek in the sycamore tree
Yes.
in Aliso Park here in Laguna Woods. But I call these kind of motivational shows. And Michelle, as you can see, has some challenges in her life, but she never lets it hold her back. And she is go, go, go,
That's great.
do. So I just love Michelle, and by the way, people can go back on our YouTube channel
Right.
and see any of these
And what are you
shows.
calling the YouTube channel?
It's YouTube, just search for Inspiration for Today.
Inspiration for Today. Okay,
Inspiration for Today.
Perfect.
Or
Okay.
/.
Okay.
And then, so we have motivational shows, and then finally, the one of this lady, her name is Darlene. And Darlene, when I had her on, she was told that she was going to die in November of 2017. This was now a year later. She was because her liver gave out.
Oh, wow.
Way back then. The Lord kept her alive, and she was so inspirational. She was when we did this show, she was #1 on the liver transplant list, and she was hopeful and excited, but just the whole year she just served other people and did not let it hold her back. I found that so inspirational. And then, as in the Lord's timing, it was literally 2 weeks later she did pass on and is now in heaven. And we actually replayed that show with a little more, because for me, what she was going through, I call it inspirational, and that's because her whole attitude was just something that I want to emulate.
Right.
And her faith in the most trying of times. Okay. So we really have a broad spectrum of shows, and I'm thankful so much for the ability to do those and to share with your viewers. I hope just try it 1 or 2 days, give us a shot. We start with a verse, and you don't have, it's not just for our church. In fact, I have already had on 5 pastors for 2 shows each of surrounding churches.
Oh, good.
And I let them, and I love to promote their churches too.
Oh, wonderful.
We're in this together.
Good. Well, and then any resident who's also interested in discussing maybe some things that they were going through that might be helpful for other people as well, right?
I love, and we've had guests from World War II veterans to, well, across the whole spectrum. It's literally kind of like your show in a way. We have Laguna Woods residents sharing Laguna Woods stories.
Perfect.
I think they'll find it interesting.
Wonderful. Well, thank you very much for all the information.
Lisa, you're a blessing to me.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time.
Yeah.
And remember, if you are interested in the inspiration for the day, you just have to turn on Channel 6 at 7:30 in the morning. We'll see you later. Be right back.
Diane's Hallmark, we're ready for Valentine's Day. Are you? Come in and see our great selection of cards and gifts. We have everything you need to show that special someone how much you care. And don't forget those grandkids either. Diane's Hallmark has many gifts and cards for them as well. Diane's Hallmark is located in the town center, right next to Hobby Lobby. Come in today and take care of all of your Valentine's Day needs.
If you asked me what I wanted to be when I was a child, I would have told you a princess or an astronaut, maybe even a chef. But things change. I may not have become a princess, but I found someone who treated me like one. I may not have become an astronaut, but I still got to see the world. I may not have become a chef, but you would never leave my house hungry. The Emeritus Institute has kept my love of learning alive. Every day is a new adventure, and the Emeritus classes have made it possible to keep living out my dreams. Sign up today and begin your life's next adventure.
Did you know there are over 400,000 seniors in Orange County today? So where does a senior or family caregiver go for information and resources? You can turn to the Answers Guide, published by the Council on Aging Southern California. Answers is full of articles and resources to help you navigate the aging experience. You can pick up your free copy today at the clubhouse nearest you or at the Social Services Office. The Council on Aging, helping seniors remain healthy, connected, and protected.
Hi, I'm Brian Rott, President and CEO of Cartmart here in Laguna Woods. My family's been in the golf cart business since 1959, and we win our customers over with the simple belief of we treat you right. We are proud to be the authorized dealer for Club Car here in Orange County and your go-to source for the sales and service to other major brands. We're conveniently located on El Toro Road, just minutes from Laguna Woods. So come by and see for yourself, while when doing business with Cartmart, there's no reason to go anywhere else.
Where can you see the greatest names in golf? Still making a name for themselves? Orange County's only PGA Tour Champions event returns as the Hogue Classic. Catch the legends of the PGA Tour at Newport Beach Country Club March 6th through the 10th and help Hogue Hospital give back to the health and vitality of our community in Southern California. Also, come visit the Hogue Health Village presented by Blue Shield of California to partake in games, giveaways, and informational health talks. Tickets available now at HogueClassic.com.
And I'd like to welcome back to us, always good to have Joe Rupp on, of the Newport Harbor Orchid Society, coming up this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at Westminster Mall. They'll be having their expo, show, and sale. It's a wonderful event. Joe, welcome back. Always good to
thank
see you.
Glad to be here.
And it's even better when you bring along these beautiful orchids. So let's start out first. Let's go talk about the expo and sale that's coming on this weekend at Westminster Mall.
The show is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. From I think 10 to 9 on Friday, and then 10 to 8 on Saturday, and 11 to 6 on Sunday. We have orchid repotting classes, or orchid potting classes, every day at 2 p.m. And people can go home with a free orchid, and they'll learn how to pot an orchid. Oops.
Somebody's calling to pot an orchid right now.
Sorry.
And that's something I could use, to learn how to repot an orchid. Because I'll be honest with you, I have a few on my windowsill about, the pots are a little smaller than this. And I'm always confused, like when they get to a certain size, like, with other plants that I have in the house or outside, I kind of know, well, you repot it in a bigger pot. But what I noticed with these, when you buy these and, they sell them all over, Trader Joe's, and you pull them out a little bit, and they're actually like in a plastic cup type thing. Yeah. At least the ones that I get.
Those are traditionally designed to just to pot the orchid to get it to grow, and then I expect that eventually it'll outgrow the pot that it's in.
Okay, that's good to know.
Most of those plants that are potted from Trader Joe's, for example, are potted in moss, and so they stay moist for a long time. But they're plants that eventually will need to be repotted. So,
well, let me ask you on that. What kind of soil do they need? Like if I'm going to go to a nursery or go to Lowe's or something, do I look for cactus soil? Do I look for moss?
Most of my plants are planted in orchid bark. There are various sizes of it. There's small, medium, and large. So seedling bark. And depending upon the type of plant and the size of the plant, that would determine whether you're going to use the large orchid bark. This one is planted in kind of a medium style bark.
Okay.
Is there any way to show?
So bark, is that, you buy these, I've seen sometimes you buy these little pucks of like coconut bark and things like that. You give it water and they kind of expand. Is that what that basically is?
No, orchid bark is typically fir bark. It's, fir bark. It comes from not pine trees because they have so much sap, but you'll find fir trees.
Wow.
That kind of bark typically is the most common form of potting media. There are some plants that prefer to be kept moist, and so they're grown in sphagnum moss.
Okay.
That's Spanish moss.
Oh, that's what about this?
Yeah, that's just decorative.
Oh, that's just decorative.
The
bark is way down below.
Yeah, that's
okay.
I have another question because this happens in mine. I had a couple photos on there of what mine look like right now, but it almost looks like from the top of the pot, like these legs, these tendrils start to grow out. I'm always like, what the heck do I do with that?
Those are air roots.
Okay.
And essentially, those are the roots that the plant uses to attach itself to whatever it's like a tree.
Okay.
But it produces those roots. You don't want to cut those off because they do provide a way for the plant to get nourishment. Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but they'll grow out this way and start going
So there's your pictures. So the one on the right, I asked you if you doctored that up because that is the most amazing color.
No, not the the background I got online somewhere.
No, but look at the color
two
of the
others. No,
pictures,
and I
the
looked
color of
up.
the
I
flowers.
would say if you looked at those 3 weeks ago, they were just sticks, and I gave them some orchid fertilizer, and all of a sudden I looked up yesterday, and it was almost like serendipity because I looked up and I go, wow, I got to take pictures of this. Joe's coming on. And it was just, now one of them are still basically sticks, but
Yeah. Oh, and it'll open up.
I'm no expert, believe me. I'm just like, whoa.
Well, let's talk about this one because I love this one. It's totally different than what I've normally seen.
This little plant it's an Australian dendrobium. It is a hybrid between probably what they call a Kingianum and another type of red orchid. These are very fragrant when it gets warmer. Like if the sun were out and it was a warm day, these become extremely fragrant. Varieties of this plant Some of them get huge.
Okay.
But this is a cross between a speciosum and a kingianum, I believe. And it'll pretty much stay that size.
Okay.
They just get bushier.
Okay.
But they do produce an abundance of flowers. And they're easy to grow. They like a lot of light.
Okay.
They like to go through kind of a dry period in the winter. In fact, this one I didn't water it for probably about 2 months. From the end of November till just recently when it started producing the flower spikes. Because what you try to do with orchids, if you can, is try to mimic how they grow in nature.
Okay.
And if you can do that, you're likely to be rewarded with a lot of flowers.
Right.
And in nature, in Australia, these plants tend to go through a very dry period where they grow in nature. So
that's good to know.
And I have some plants at home. I think I brought one a couple of years ago, a phragmipedium, which is called a slipper orchid. And that plant needs to be it needs to be watered almost every day because they grow in a very, very wet climate.
It just depends.
So it depends on what kind of orchid you have.
Now, the ones that these are Phalaenopsis, is that right? What I have, and that's what you usually find, you know, like at the market at Trader Joe's, because I always say Trader Joe's because they always have a whole bunch of them. Is that the most common, easy to grow?
It is probably the most popular.
Okay.
It's the easiest to grow. One of the things you can learn about orchids by looking at them, for example, the Phalaenopsis orchid that you have has very wide, very large leaves. And it is because it tends to grow probably in a jungle, in a canopy under a very heavy canopy and probably under low light. So in nature, they just develop wider leaves so they can accept more light.
That makes
or
sense.
accept less light.
So we're just about out of time, and I want to make sure everyone knows that this is a free event at Westminster Mall. Parking is free, and you can go online to find, if you don't know where Westminster Mall is, it's up in Westminster. And it's going to be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we're just out of time right now, but I want people to know they can have a great time. It's free. Orchid potting class, pick up some orchids, learn about them. Beautiful.
One additional thing, we will be having bonsai displays.
Okay, that's good to know.
Good.
All right, Joe,
Okay,
always good to see you.
I'm going to hide behind this here. Thank you.
Take care.
Nice to see you.
And we will see you tomorrow. Have a great day. This is